Brayden El-Bakri, BYU fullback or travel-sized lineman. Jarom Jordan, one-on-one, BYU Sports Nation All Access with the senior.
All right, Brayden, congratulations on the win against Arizona. It was a really fun game. Monday, we talked to Austin Hoyt, and he told us that you call yourself a travel-sized offensive lineman. I absolutely love that. When did you figure that out?
I mean, I've been trying to, enter the O-line room for a while now because, I feel like all my jobs are exactly like theirs, but, I just move around a lot more. So it's just, little smaller O-lineman, 6 foot instead of 6'8", moving around and still making blocks. But, I love those guys, and I just hope to, be accepted by them.
Are you accepted by them?
Oh, yeah. We're all buds, so it's a good time.
Austin told us that you go shooting with those guys and hang out. So it's not just on the field and in the meeting rooms. It's literally off the field with them too, right?
Yeah, for sure. We always try to do stuff together, and they're a fun bunch. They like all the same things that I do, so it just works really well.
Now, how does that mesh with your brother Bracken, who's a defensive lineman? Like, do you have a similar mentality as him, or is he kind of different because he's on the defensive line?
He comes to all the same stuff as, we do, and he goes shooting with us and everything. And, if you don't forget, he was on offense last year, and he was a fullback too. So he was a travel-sized old lineman last year, so it still fits in with the bunch.
I'll be honest, I forgot. And it was the El-Bakri brothers at fullback? Were you ever in on the same play ever?
Yeah, so we actually scored a touchdown together where he opened up a hole and I went straight in. Which
game?
UNLV.
UNLV. How cool was that moment to be on the field with your brother?
It was the coolest thing ever, Right after the touchdown, just big hug, We had planned to do like some sweet bones, elbow, chest bump and stuff, but just the emotions took over and it was just, just big hugs. So it was a lot of fun.
When you get into the end zone, and your first touchdown was 2016 to open the season, which it surprised everyone. I think even the BYU fans was like, sorry, who is that? What was it like to score that first touchdown against Arizona 2 years ago?
It was amazing. I was like trying my best to do everything I could to, just play in a game, and then, block twice, and then they're like, we're running dive, and I was like, okay, nothing will stop me for those 2 yards. But, I mean, it was just awesome getting into the end zone, and it was a great atmosphere because we had so many of Cougar Nation travel, and I just love them for, the noise and everything that they did to make that moment just spectacular.
Then Saturday, you're in Tucson. It's hot. It's the season opener. It's Arizona again. And you guys played a really good game, especially blocking. How satisfied were you and the offensive line, the whole team, at how you guys played, especially on the line of scrimmage?
I mean, there's always stuff to be corrected, and, we came back and we worked on that this week. But overall, we had a blast just, firing off the ball, doing our blocking schemes, coming back into the huddle, laughing about, who pancaked who, or, hey, you got to fit better on this one. But, everybody played really well. Brady did a great job on the backside at left tackle. I was really, really excited about his play, and I'm excited to see what he can do further in the future. But, I mean, overall, MP, everybody, they just balled out, and it was way fun to see all that happen.
3 touchdowns for Squally too, and I mean you're in on those blocks every time. What's it like for you to see you make your block and then you see Squally go right by you into the end zone?
I mean, it's exhilarating, right? Me and Squally, we started together here, 4 years. I was blocking for him on scout team and everything, and we just always had a little bit of a chemistry, and I love the dude to death. And so every time I see him go in the end zone, it's like, yeah, excited and whatnot. And it was a little different this year because they changed the play clock rule. After you score a touchdown, it automatically starts. So you don't have as much time to hug and give some chest bumps and all that, but you're just like, okay, Squally, great job, let's go. So, but it's always awesome to see how good he does.
So it goes back to 40? Okay. So you're in a hurry after you score now.
Yeah, exactly. Before, you had enough time to celebrate, cannons go off, everybody's pumped up, but now it's score, get off the field, let them kick the field goal, or the point after.
We're talking with Brayden El-Bakri on BYU Sports Nation. How have you evolved as a fullback from when you showed up to now? Because I know Richie Incognito, I still don't know why he was at practice, but he was here a few weeks ago. He called you an NFL running back, or fullback. How have you evolved as a fullback?
I mean, just throughout my time here, I've had a lot of different coaches who've taught me spectacular things, and I thank them all for what they've done to help me progress and everything, whether it's pad level or hands or same foot, same shoulder, just the little things that a lot of people don't notice but make a huge deal when you're actually going to the point of contact. And I just love all my coaches for everything they've taught me.
Did you play fullback in high school and middle school, or did this develop here?
So I played running back and fullback, and then linebacker, and a little bit of strong safety. So I mean, I've played all around, but I've always been able to get a block and do a little bit of running, but mostly blocking because it's more fun.
Did you have to put on weight for this position at BYU?
Yeah, when I got back from my mission, I was like 205, 210. Because before my mission, I was playing more more tailback type stuff on scout team and whatnot. But then I came back and they're like, well, if you ever want to play here, you're gonna have to put on some weight. So, down the hatch and lift hard. I think that's good in the El-Bakri gene. We can put on weight pretty good and pretty fast. So worked out.
There are benefits in certain areas of life, right, to be able to put on weight?
Exactly. Yeah. Some people always complain, I can't put on weight, and I'm always like, I don't know what you're talking about. You just got to eat a lot and lift heavy.
Those middle of the night PB&Js, right?
Yeah, well,
what did you do?
More of the middle of the night protein shakes. Okay. I'm not a big peanut butter fan.
No, okay.
No.
You have to talk to my daughter. She doesn't eat jelly with peanut butter jam. I'm like, who doesn't like jelly? That's crazy. You have a unique last name, and for those that don't know, we've chatted, but where does El-Bakri come from?
So my grandfather on my dad's side is from Baghdad, Iraq. So, I mean, the last name is translated from Arabic to English, and it's just a little different. You don't see it a lot, but it's kind of cool. Makes me, unique and stands out. And people are always like, El-Bakri, what is that Spanish? Because they see the L, but no, it's translated from Arabic, and it's, awesome, and I'm glad to bear that name.
And it's El-Bakri, right? Does it have a translation? Does it mean something?
I think it means like
the fullback.
I wish. The Bakri. No. I think it's like something of the morning, but I can't remember exactly. I'm going to have to look it back up or ask my grandpa.
Yeah, let's say block of the morning or something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hard hit of the morning.
Yes, exactly.